Yeah, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna talk about isekai anime and why it's good. So, for those that don't know, isekai anime is the genre where you take one person and you put them in another world. Just to make it short. And these anime consist of like Sword Art Online, Doctor Stone, The Shield Hero, Tokyo Revengers. These are all examples of isekai anime. The typical, come out of nowhere and you're in a fantasy world. ReZero was a good example. And I want to go over why this genre is so great and why it's so good. And today, I have some friends with me as usual. I have Jigmon and JT. Say hi, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
So, what do you guys think isekai is such a good genre? Or what do you think about isekai?
I would say that it is. I think a lot of people like it because the idea of being in one life, and it's kind of like the same old everyday life we live as like human beings in a society. Then all of a sudden, you're transferred, and your life just changes. You're in this fantasy world where a lot of people who watch anime already are into like video games and stuff. And you're in like this fantasy world where things are different and things are more maybe adventurous or challenging, and things are just different. It's not the everyday. You work your 9 to 5, you come home, and then you get on the game or whatever it is you do, and you play games. Instead, you're living it, so to speak. So I would say that's why mainly. What about you, JT?
Kind of mixed on the whole genre. I feel like it's one where you can tell a lot of interesting stories, like with Doctor Stone, for example. Yeah, I hadn't even thought as an isekai until you mentioned it, but yeah, I guess that would make sense. But
Which
otherwise, I feel like it's been oversaturated, like for all the good, like my next life as a slime anime, or like I said, Doctor Stone. There's like always another one that's like so generic that it kind of like stains the entire genre for me. But I feel like I definitely need to watch it to be more serious, kind of like make up my mind about that.
Well, like, I think to an extent that's not true anymore, because isekai as a genre, I think, is very, very diverse now. I think it's not as typical as it used to be. Like, I think ReZero is a typical isekai. Literally, they take this guy and put him in this fantasy world with like magic and walking bulls and monsters that talk and all this cool stuff. But if you look at isekai as a growing genre, for example, No Game No Life. It's an isekai, and No Game No Life is, in my opinion, phenomenal. If you like the strategic, analytic stuff of anime, that one is a great show, and I think that it's very relatable, because everybody lives, not everybody, but most people live a dull, mundane life, and we all want to join the anime world. We all want to become the typical anime protagonist. What I'm saying? Everybody thinks I'm the main character. Everybody wants to be that role. So to have the anime kind of say, "Hey, look, you there, mundane life dude. I'm gonna take you and put you in this world. And now you have tons of elf girlfriends, and you're the chosen one." That idea is relatable, and it feels good, even though it's a fake thing. It's fiction, and the point of fiction is, to sometimes step outside of reality and enjoy it. Take your mind off the mundane and look at how this fantasy world is, and if you were there, that's how I look at it. And there's so many cool isekais that I don't think that it's fair to say, it's oversaturated, or they're kind of, the same, because they're just like, for example, Devilman Part-Timer. That isekai is like, you take this demon lord and put him on Earth and make him do a part-time job at McDonald's, like, and then you see what happens from that show. There's so many ways you could describe isekai, as opposed to the typical isekai. One being Sword Art Online, which in my opinion, I'm gonna make a video about this later on, but everyone listening to this video, please go watch Sword Art Online. Alicization. I understand. I get it.
Oh, don't do that. No.
I understand everyone that's stained from season 2 or possibly season 3 of Sword Art, and I get that. I was too. And randomly one day I decided, when I'm bored, I'm eating lunch, let's just watch Alicization. And I was drawn in by the first episode, the very first one, because it's nothing like anything I've seen before in Sword Art. So yeah,
Can you have them, please, instead of watching that, watch The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime if you haven't. That is the GOAT. The GOAT. You have to watch that one. That one is the one that changed my mind, and I feel like it'll change everyone else's mind too. Just Sword Art Online's not bad. I know that's where we have our disagreement, of course, but I feel like the way that anime plays out, and by that anime I mean that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I hate saying the whole title, but I feel like that one is really just good, like showing like a, like you were saying before, the mundane life, and then everything changing from that to, oh my goodness, I have a kingdom now, and I'm everyone respects me. Oh my god, all these things we want in life that we can have maybe even what you would call a second chance at. But I know, I'm not gonna throw any more shade on Sword Art. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Please, just if you for some reason you haven't watched it, watch Overlord or something that's more unique.
Overlord, okay.
Overlord is actually very good.
Online is basically every negative stereotype about the genre of the war.
You threw out the trump cards. Overlord. Oh man, I didn't
watch
expect
Overlord. If for some reason you haven't watched it, just do yourself a favor and give it a watch. I highly recommend it. You won't regret it.
Overlord is very enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
They're all good. They're all good in their own way. I just think what's interesting about Isekai, or however you say it, I'm sorry, is that I think like the method of which the world changes is always interesting. Like, with that time I got reincarnated as a slime, I don't want to say any spoilers, so maybe spoiler warnings, but the way his happens is very unique, very interesting way of it happening. And I feel like other anime, like, even like Dr. Stone, like we were talking about when we were off air or off camera, was like, just the way these things happen are very interesting. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, man, I wonder how else things can happen like that. It's just kind of interesting the way that you get transported into the other world. Yeah,
that's true. I think a lot of anime could take a whole lot and learn a lot from Slime, because it's literally, in my opinion, is the best isekai out there. Right? It does so many things well. It takes in a lot of like. If anyone's seen JoJo, part 3 with Jotaro, that anime takes you on an adventure. You visit all the different lands and you go on an adventure. With Slime or Rimuru, the main character, that's what it feels like. It feels like an actual adventure, and he's a slime. So this like non-intimidating character who turns out to be the most coolest, most charismatic character in the whole show. And it's just this long adventure. It's just really cool. So yeah, Jigmon's right. This Slime, definitely give it a watch. It's more than worth it. And I think overall, isekai as a genre is taking over for that reason. It's just good to watch. Because think about isekai, it can borrow themes from shonen, from slice of life, from sports. It can take so many things and mesh it all together, and make it right. So it's not being strict to one thing. Whereas shonen, it's shonen. Use Dragon Ball, so they're gonna fight, power up, beat a boss. Fight, power up, beat a boss. One Piece, fight, get stronger, find the next target, beat a boss. That's how shonen goes. Basically, can take little bits from here, and make a whole show around that, and you can get tons of themes. And I love isekai. I love watching isekai shows. So yeah, overall, man, isekai is a great genre. I think that it gets some hate because it's the typical, oh, you want a harem, you want to yeah, I do. You're right, I do. If someone came to me and said, I'm going to put you in anime world, you get nothing but big boob elf girls, do you want that? Absolutely. No questions asked. Absolutely.
Keeping it real. Wow.
Yeah, I'm keeping it a buck. What do you want me to say?
Keeping it real.
You know who anime fans are? Do you know what we enjoy? Big titties. I mean, let's keep it a buck here if we're going to be honest. Here. If you look at the recurrent themes in isekais, most times the main character has a harem. If you look at it, Slime. Come on now, it's not obvious, but the office girl, the pink hair. Come on, guys. ReZero, Ram, the main character. Come on. It's reoccurring. But anyway, overall, man, isekai is a great genre. You guys should go watch more isekai anime. If you want some recommendations, my favorite of all time, personally, is not Sword Art. It's Shield Hero. What's yours, Jigmon? Your recommendation for isekai?
Before the video, we were talking about all the different types that we didn't even realize were isekai. So if I had to recommend some that fall into that realm, I would say Dr. Stone is one I enjoyed, especially season 1. Of course, when I talked about this whole time, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And then if I had to pick one more that I'm not thinking of right now, I can't think of one right now, but those two definitely watch. So those are my two definite to go watch.
JT, your isekai recommendation for the fans?
like I said, I'm not super well versed on this particular genre, but if I had to pick one, it would be Dr. Stone. I feel like it's very underrated, like even with the anime that just came out. And there's a third season coming out pretty soon next year, so definitely now's the time to jump on that train.
Let's go.
Okay.
And if you like some good humor, there's your thing right there. Can't go wrong.
And ramen. But all right, guys, it's been one. Go watch Isekai and go watch One Piece. Go watch One Piece. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out of here.
Watch One Piece. Do it.
Bless up, be a blessing, bless him. You were front line to protect him. Big bullets in the backseat, with the right clean, but shots at the window, high shutter speed. Charge at 150, hyper my beam, no recharge, 5 time on your whole team. Got 3 more shots to the neck, I'm feeling alright, got nothing to the left of me. Go dumb, pull up, 2-step with me. DT to the S, you hating me. Speak up, don't front on your jealousy, or I'll come for your throat respectfully. But it's love, yeah, it's all love that I retain.